Hey, it's me Zobo here. Have you guys ever felt like, wow, I really hate it when I speak English around native speakers because it's really annoying? We are going to talk about this in this video. Maybe some people might argue with me that having a chance to speak English around native speakers is the best way for you to make progress in your speaking. Because you have a chance to practice with them, how can you say it's annoying? Of course, there is a reason behind this. There is a story behind my saying. I still remember dating back in 2 years ago when I constantly practiced my English through bubbling.com, which is a website for people to get together to practice the kind of language that they want to learn. We have different kind of rooms for specific languages, and English room is the dominant room in the website because most people study English. And every time I went to English practice room, I also saw lots of Vietnamese students also came there to practice speaking English. And some Vietnamese people even created Vietnamese room for practice speaking English, for practicing with each other in English, and it was really funny. But the fun thing is that every time Vietnamese people talk to each other, for example, some Vietnamese people talk to me, some students talk to me, they seem to be very fluent, and some of them, I don't know, they were pretending or they were that way. They were like an eloquent speaker. But sometimes we have a foreigner or maybe a native speaker, a real native speaker join the room. They just muted their microphone and they didn't say anything more. And even some of them still try to speak something, but it seemed to me that they didn't speak like the way they spoke to me before. They didn't really spoke fluently anymore, and they seems to be too much particular about their speaking. And most of the time people just muted themselves when native speakers came in. I asked a guy after that native speaker went out the room, and he told me that, wow, I just feel insecure to speak English when native speakers are around because I'm just afraid that maybe they're gonna find fault with my mistakes. Native speakers are going to like realize my mistakes, and it must be very embarrassing. And I was just like in my head, what the heck? We don't speak English as the first language. We just use it as a tool for communicating with other people. It means we just speak it as a second language. So how can you not make mistakes? How can you not let yourself make mistakes when you speak the kind of language that you was not born to speak, right? And now sitting over here, flashing back to that situation in that time, I just suppose that those people just want themselves to be a kind of perfectionist, like a person who can't make mistakes. Everything that they do is flawless, and it is something impossible. How can you not make mistakes to make progress? I just suppose that you should, like, as a human being, we should take it for granted. We should take making mistakes for granted and take it as something usual, as a developing process. And we couldn't make any improvement if we don't encounter mistakes in our speech. And in human history, there is no recourse of people who practice speaking languages without making mistakes. It is impossible. Some people even think this way, like native speakers are up here, I'm down here, so I should feel insecure when talking to them because my level is down here. I could never reach their levels. Thinking like that just push you down, and you couldn't do anything to make you better. So people being insecure is something really common. especially to Vietnamese people in particular and to Asian people in general. I see Western people, they don't act that way. Every time they raise their voices, some people, they don't really speak Vietnamese, but they just pretend like they're very confident, they can speak Vietnamese well. I used to talk to some guys around Hoàng Kim Lake. They, of course, they couldn't speak Vietnamese properly, but they were very confident. I just asked them, can you speak some Vietnamese? You have lived over here for more than 2 years. And they told me, yeah, I can speak Vietnamese, but just for some kind of basic conversation. But actually, it is even worse than that. They just say something very basic like, hello, how are you? Xin chào, bạn có khỏe không? Em đẹp quá, something like that, something very basic. And as a Vietnamese native speakers, I realized it's bad. But it doesn't matter because they don't speak Vietnamese as the first language. So it's acceptable when they speak Vietnamese that way. It's good. So some Vietnamese students can express themselves very well in English, but they still feel insecure. So the difference is that the confidence that you have in speaking is more important than your kind of levels, your English levels. So never try to compare yourself to native speakers because you can never be like them. I'm sorry to say this, but it's really hard for us to be like native speakers because we don't speak English like them. We can't. So just think this way, okay? We are better already. We just speak English as a second language. It's unavoidable to make mistakes. Even when sometimes we speak with our mother tongue, we still make mistakes. So why can we not let ourselves to make mistakes when we speak the language that is not our mother tongue, right? So I hope this kind of explanation is kind of helpful to you, so it helps you to boost the confidence when you speak English. Thanks for listening to me. Have a good day.